god, so the day I have dreaded since the day I got hired finally came. The one that I thought maybe, just maybe, I've been there long enough to where maybe this just isn't like actually a thing we have to do there. Yeah, no, definitely was not off the hook for it. Apparently one little lesser mentioned detail of the runner position. So in addition to putting all of the pizzas out where they go, be it in the person's hand, on the racks, on the tables, or bringing them out to curbside to people's cars, in addition to doing all the high-touch surface contact cleaning of anywhere that anyone might have touched every 30 minutes. Yeah, guess what else we're in charge of? The fucking bathrooms. I finally have to clean the fucking bathrooms. Oh my god. And like, before I even went in, like, I asked one of the girls there, so like, what all does it entail? Just how much of the bathrooms are we cleaning? She's like, oh, I don't know. I've actually never done it. I'm like, you've been here for months and you've never had to do it. I've been here for one and he's already making me do it. What the actual fuck? She's like, well, I've also never been a runner. I'm like, oh, well, I guess there's that. I guess there had to be something to even out this role to make it more fair that basically I really don't have to do much of any shit at all when I do this role like 90% of the time than just like stand there. So I guess it does make it a little more fair, but god damn it. God damn it. I mean, I went and I asked my boss, so what does it entail? He's like, you take some towels and like the sanitizing cleaner and you like spray stuff down. I'm thinking, oh, that's not so bad. He's like, yeah, but I would take several towels so that you're not like smearing seed on like the mirrors and stuff. It's like, so I actually have to clean the toilets. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, gross. He's like, yeah, I would take at least 4 towels per bathroom. I'm like, okay. So I figured starting out in the women's bathroom would be far less traumatizing than starting out in the men's. I thought wrong. Things I have seen can never be unseen. I already have a phobia of public bathrooms. Like, I am that big of a germaphobe. I think we have established this. Even at home, the only bathroom I will touch is my own, where no one else has used this toilet, because I am that big of a germaphobe. I won't even use the other ones in my house. So, the idea of cleaning a bathroom where total strangers have been, who may or may not have illnesses, I basically was having a panic attack and trying not to cry the entire fucking time, and just going, nope, 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 like the entire time, and hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. And now I was just doing the mirror in the sink. So I open up the first bathroom stall and think, okay, other than the little trash can filled with sanitary items, this isn't so bad, but he didn't mention anything about emptying that, so I'm not touching it because he didn't mention it. Unless he mentions it specifically, I'm not doing it. So, I'm off the hook for that one, so I'm thinking, alright, maybe this isn't so bad. And then I go in the handicap stall, and oh my fucking god. Somebody apparently had diarrhea all over the seat. And down the side of the toilet, and the floor. And this was my first time ever cleaning the bathrooms, and I got to deal with this. So by the time I come back to the back room, I'm like, never mind that I have gloves on, but still like dangling this towel by like the absolute most tippy corner of it, furthest away, at arm's length away from me, going, ew, 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 ew. The boss just looks at me and goes, what? I'm like, someone had diarrhea all over the seat. And he just goes, nice. And I was like, What's wrong with you? Why is that nice? And he's just like laughing his ass off, and I was ready to, I don't even know if I was closer to crying or closer to smacking him. Obviously I wouldn't really, but I just wanted to, but it was just like, what the fuck? Why are you laughing at that? He's like, it's okay, I have a story that might make you feel a little better. So the first time I had to clean one of those self-flushing toilets, I was cleaning the filter on it. It like exploded. Someone else's piss all over me. All over my entire body. I had to buy a new pair of pants that day because I was never going to touch those again. And I'm like, oh my god. Alright, yeah. You win. That's worse. At least I had gloves on for this. But I'm just like, and I still have to do the guy's bathroom. And I'm thinking the guy's bathroom is going to be so much fucking worse than anything I'd ever see in the ladies' bathroom. Especially since he was saying that was the main reason he was having me do them, was that the sink in the men's bathroom was looking crappy, so I'm thinking, oh god, did somebody crap in the sink? Because of course this is how my brain's working now after seeing what was in the ladies' bathroom. It was practically immaculate compared to the ladies' bathroom, aside from just like a mildly dirty sink. However, being a woman, you know, kind of don't really have any reason to be going in men's bathrooms, so nobody warned me that urinals flush themselves, or at least that this one does, and that it's on kind of a delay. So I had already cleaned the damn thing, and had moved on, and was in the one stall. Yeah, apparently they only get one stall in their bathroom, what the actual fuck, but I moved on, I'm in the stall, and all of a sudden I hear that thing flush. And I know damn well I didn't hear that door open, and I screamed so fucking loud. And yet apparently nobody heard it, which is both comforting but also horrifying, thinking if something were actually wrong in a bathroom and you screamed that they wouldn't hear you. What the fuck, phone? Really though? Hold on. Every time it's a nothing call, every damn time it happens. But anyways, so yeah, that was an experience. And one that hopefully I won't have to do again for quite a while, because Jesus Christ. It is a good thing that, apart from Rocky, that I like this job, because that alone, given what a germaphobe I am, that potentially would have been enough to make me walk away from another job if it were one that I didn't generally like to begin with. Like, that may sound dramatic to you, but for me, that would, like, be the final straw where I'd be like, nope, I'm out. Fuck this. So, it, may be a deciding factor in me being, you know, maybe I don't want to do runner so badly. You can put me back in the line. I'll deal with people. It's cool. It's cool. I'll deal with making pizzas over and over and over and over and over. I used to think that the worst thing that I hated the most there, more than anything, was being tasked with doing the grocery pull from the deep freeze. Yeah, no, this is way worse. Fuck that. Fuck that. I would take the grocery pull over this. Oh my god. Fuck that. But it was, like, otherwise a really slow, basically dead day yesterday. I mean, there wasn't even any of the no-name cakes to fold because we were, like, out of the foils, and we already had, like, 2 whole cases of them done, so there was no need to do them. So pretty much the only task to do during downtime was fold boxes. I folded literally every single box we had in the place and ran out, and there was still, like, dead time with nothing to do. So my boss decided, well, I think this is as good a time as any for you to be the first one of my employees to do our new sexual harassment training unit. It takes about 45 minutes, so you'll have some time to kill. May as well do it now, right? And it's like, well, fair enough. Yeah, that 45 minutes was, like, more than 2 hours. And he came over and was like, Jesus, you're still on that? And I was like, yeah. And I, like, showed him the menu. He's like, oh my god, I think they gave you the same one they gave me. Like, yours was only supposed to be 45 minutes, according to the email I got. So then he looks at his, he went, oh my god, okay, so if yours turned out to be like 2 hours, mine's gonna be more like 4. And I'm like, you haven't even done yours yet, and you're the boss? He's like, ha, yeah. Jesus. I swear I'm always the guinea pig, aren't I? But regardless, I got it done and out of the way, so at least I don't have to frickin' worry about it anymore. But I did find it quite interesting that it touched on more than just sexual harassment. It touched on all forms of workplace harassment and who to contact at the company in the case of each one and how to do it. So by the time it got to more general workplace harassment, even though I have most definitely been reporting Rocky for her bullshit, there was several things mentioned specifically in that video I didn't even know counted as harassment that's worthy of sending into HR. So I'm sitting there taking fucking notes while I'm watching this. Boss walked by, looked over my shoulder, smiled and walked away. I know damn well he knows exactly what I was doing, which tells me that maybe it's not such wishful thinking on my part, thinking that the very recent new captain that we just got is quite possibly actually to replace her, hopefully. I think today will be my first day meeting him. I think, like, my first hour there will be, like, the last hour of his shift, so there will be a little bit of overlap, but at least, like, get to meet the dude, kinda, sorta. I briefly saw him yesterday for, like, a minute, but I didn't get to interact with, I just, like, saw the dude. He's at least mercifully, like, an older guy that's, like, somewhere around the same age as the boss. So actually that makes me feel better, knowing that he's not, like, a kid like all these other employees, that he's actually somebody with actual work experience under his belt, who actually knows what the fuck he's doing. I would much rather deal with that. Like, honestly. Like, some of the other people would probably feel the other way around. No. I would much rather deal with this guy already. Like, even just, like, listening to, like, what I was overhearing with him and the boss yesterday, I would definitely rather deal with this guy. Pretty damn sure. So, even if he should turn out to be a hard ass, it seems like he'd at least be more of a fair hard ass, because he knows damn well, from being around for a while, the things that can happen if you try to dick off in that position that, yeah, it will come back to bite you. So I don't think he'd abuse his power the way that this girl has. So, just saying. Hopefully those aren't famous last words, but just saying. But, yeah, that. So, at least I got that whole mess of videos out of the way. And yet, still didn't get to do the last of the normal training videos that are still on there that have to be done during work time. Yeah, that. So. But then again, I'm in no rush to do them either, and I keep making a point of not reminding him about them, because they're the ones about the oven. Honestly, that scares me to fucking death, and I'd be quite happy to never do the oven, honestly. I think, as awful as the toilet is, I probably would still take this over that, because at least the bathroom situation, 15, 20 minutes? Versus all day of being constantly paranoid, I'm gonna drop a fucking pizza and it's gonna be on my head when it does. Or that I'll turn around and accidentally scald somebody with the hot paddle, or this, that, or the other, or any of my other myriad of paranoias involving that position. I don't want to do it. I really, really don't want to do that position. If at all humanly possible, I would be quite happy to stay parked right where I am and not do that one. I like this one much better than the thought of doing that one. Just saying. So, just saying. But yeah, it was, like, ridiculously dead yesterday. It was like, oh my god. I was starting to wonder if I was gonna get sent home early. It was so dead in there. And honestly, if I had, I would have been okay with that, because I felt like I honestly was on the verge of coming down with a bug yesterday, like possibly with the start of a sinus infection. Knock wood. I feel fine today, so I'm hoping that this isn't like the calm before the storm, but I think I'm okay. Because everything that was hitting yesterday, fine today. So maybe I was just having really bad allergies, and it was the day before my period, so I also was feeling run down from that. So the combo of the two made me think I was on the verge of, like, being sick, but maybe not. Maybe not. I'm quite happy that I don't seem to be, so I don't have enough sick days accrued to, like, go out sick yet. So it's for every 30 hours you work, you accrue one sick day. So I'm like, I don't know for certain how many I have yet, but I think I'd wager a safe guess at like 4, maybe 5 tops. And for me, we've seen how long it takes me to get over anything when I get sick. It's like at least a month-long ordeal whenever I get sick, so yeah, I don't have enough sick days for that shit. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just try and fly under the radar with this one and hope to hell that nobody notices. And thankfully nobody noticed, and thankfully I had an easy day yesterday that wasn't at all physically taxing, so it kinda was like a rest day in there. Probably helped. But yeah, feeling better today. Again, knock wood that it doesn't boomerang or anything, but yeah, that. But, man. Jesus Christ, I really don't want to do the stupid oven. But I know that those training videos have to be done one way or the other, whether or not I end up doing the stupid oven, but the girl who was doing it yesterday is still being trained in it, and she's only been there about twice as long as me, but then again, she also has never done runner, so I'm like, well, maybe it's like an either-or deal? I don't know. I really don't know how that works, but I honestly would much rather not do oven. So, it's like, either keep me in the old school position of like the line or doing the onlines or anything, or doing this one. One of those two. Those are great. Those stick me on the oven. I don't want the oven. I don't want expo. Fuck that. There's too much on my head that could go wrong being in that position. So, not to mention the physical heat from that oven. I can't physically handle that. So, I would be the first one to be complaining non-stop about it to try and get out of it and work any other spot. So there's that. Plus I know damn well that once you're trained in it, they have some few people that are trained for that generally you get stuck there like every shift. I'm like, nope, 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 don't want it. Don't want it, don't want it, don't want it, don't want it. Really don't want it. Anything but that. Fuck that. Don't want it. Yeah. Probably being overly dramatic. Really don't give a shit. Don't want it. But, anyways, maybe I'd feel differently about it if I did it, but I have a feeling that no. No. Mm-mm. And I'm hoping that maybe he recognizes just how badly that I'm like, no, anything but that. But, I've even, like, thrown it out there a few times. Like, I am definitely in no rush to learn the oven. I really kind of don't want to do oven if I don't have to. And whereas there's other people who are, like, chomping at the bit that want to. I'm like, you know what? The ones that want to, go nuts. Go nuts. Don't feel like you gotta train me before them. Go nuts for the ones that are, like, actively wanting it. It's cool. It's cool. I really don't want to do the oven. Anyway. To my defense, I mean, the small amount of smoke from it does trigger my asthma, and the heat from it does trigger my panic attacks, so I do have some physical reasons to keep me away from it. Just saying. Yeah. Anyways, so that's about the only update right now. No drama at the moment. As usual, I'm leery, because every time I say that, it seems to jinx shit. And you know who is working tonight, so I'm, like, almost expecting it at this point. And I'm hoping it won't be like that night she made me cry, and I was about to get my period, since day one of it now, I'm like, oh god, and it's another fundraiser night tonight, where maybe crazy busy. Probably wouldn't take much for her to make me cry again, so I'm like, oh, please no, let's not, if at all possible, let's not get yelled at and made to cry, although apparently getting yelled at, like, even, like, the voice raise, but getting yelled at is harassment. So if she does yell at me, which she did do that one night too, by the way, that's another thing to report to HR if she should, so just saying, I took extensive notes on everything that the non-sexual harassment that was listed in that video that can constitute it. I have, like, got them at the ready for if she has, like, even the tiniest infraction of any of them. I will keep reporting her ass non-stop if I have to, till she's gone. But anyway. yeah, that. So, and it's not like I'm making shit up about her. Like, all of these are things that have happened, and she's the one that did them. If she doesn't like getting reported to HR, maybe don't do the things, don't do the harassment. Just a thought. Just a thought. But, anyways. Yeah, like I said, that's about all there is to report right now, so as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.